Je vais jouer l'avant-dernier match de la saison contre Nebraska. Bah, c'est un peu plus costaud que hier Northwestern. J'ai laissé les freshmen parce que hier ils m'ont fait kiffer, donc je me suis dit pourquoi pas tenter le coup une deuxième fois. Parce que si ça défend aussi bien contre ce genre d'équipe, je me dis pourquoi j'ai pas joué plutôt avec des freshmen. Parce qu'après c'est vrai que c'est les freshmen 4 étoiles, je sais plus combien j'ai eu de 5 étoiles, 5 peut-être, je sais plus. Faudrait que je revoie. Nebraska, la mascotte, c'est pas l'espèce de petit cow-boy là? Corner Oscar. Et hier, j'avais réussi un retour sur un kick. Touchdown en plus. Donc on va continuer avec LeBron. LeBron et compagnie. Non! Ah, c'est la pression des gros matchs là. Les petits jeunes ils craquent déjà dès le début, dès la première seconde. Alors j'ai pas compris ce que scandait la foule là. Go. Cornhusker, Nebraska, j'ai. Go Huskers. Ah ouais, un freshman. Le freshman Chamberlain. Ça fait plaisir. Allez, il faut qu'on continue. Non. En plus, il me dit quelque chose, le quarterback de Nebraska. Son nom me dit un truc. Ok. On commence avec 3 points de retard. Ah, j'ai pas mis de mascotte. Hein. Moi, de toute façon, j'en ai pas à Michigan. J'ai pas de mascotte du tout. Ouh, trop fort. Très bien. Ils l'ont bien suivi, ils l'ont pas lâché. Je t'ai vu. Oh! Putain, le petit saut de lapin là, il est passé. Hein. Allez, on va recommencer. Sans se faire intercepter, j'espère. Il est bien le stade. J'aime bien les tribunes, là. Ça fait bizarre, ça fait un effet miroir en face. Très bizarre. Ah, je regarde ça là. Ça fait très bizarre la tribune en face. Ouh, ils ont pas mal de titres, hein. Ouh là là. En tout cas, les titres de conférence, il y en a pas mal. Alors, national. Oh, qu'est-ce que j'ai foutu? Voilà. 95, 97, Nebraska, 94. Ouais, les années 90, c'était costaud, Nebraska, alors. Et au niveau de la conférence, c'est énorme tout ce qu'ils ont gagné. C'est tous les années 60 là. 63, 64, 65, 66, 69, 70, 71, 72, 75, 78, 81, 82, 83, 84, 88, 91, 92, 80. C'est un truc de dingue. Et après, plus rien après les années 2000. Tiens, là-haut, on voit des loges VIP là-haut, tout en haut là. Je peux pas zoomer? Non. Tout en haut là-haut. Des bonnes places, hein, franchement. Ah ouais, c'était costaud, hein. Memorial Stadium, ok. Balèze.
And you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're bringing heat. It's caught. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against.
Là encore, cette fois-ci pas de fumble, s'il te plaît. Wow.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge.
Un yards, un petit yards. Allez mon pote. Hebron. Allez. 24ème dans le Stadium Pulse. J'avais pas fait gaffe. Donc ouais, gros stats, ça pousse, ça crie. Ça met la pression. Mais on score. Nate Hebron, un gars de Californie.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Raiola. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Now they'll run the draw. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. The Huskers decide to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. They try to pop a run on the draw. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Looking to pass. It's Orji. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Push down for the tackle.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And it's nice to have guys like this on third down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Past the 45. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. They're trying to get to it. That's caught. It's good. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down for this offense. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And the defense drags him down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Bell. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it. Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Orji. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Michigan. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lloyd. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll throw it on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. To the air. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They go to the ground. Running with power. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Stewart. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go in confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback.
And he's running in the open. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That completion delivers a first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball with some speed on the...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's good. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Handoff to the single running back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Pulls it in. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block on the back. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Touch pass on the run. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Is there a more sinking feeling in sports than the celebration and then you turn around and see the flag and the touchdown taken off the board and the penalty brings them back? The field goal is no good. And after this field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's got it again. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The run from the shotgun. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Use the play fake, now to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He's off to the races. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Flips it out to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not getting to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Orji. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're putting their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Grab near the sticks. It's Klein. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got his man out of the backfield. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Huskers are in the hurry-up.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Unloads to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we need that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
And now this offense will take the field again. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The play-action fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Down by multiple. Can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Using the quick game. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Orji. Coming after it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Going up top on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. And that's a live ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to move it through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
And listen, you get zone coverage, and you can hit that curl route, and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Slides away. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. To the air. It's Orji. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And the stomping has commenced. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. Looking to throw. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback. For these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.